Welcome back to Quincy Bowl TV. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition of What ManDem's Saying. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Yes, we've been gone for a little bit, but we are back. There was nothing to talk about too much on the transfer tip. You guys know this show is for all the transfer news and all the hoopla that goes around. It doesn't have to be only on Liverpool. So please, you know the deal. Share, subscribe, like, get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. You know, our goal is always to get to 21 every show. And of course, our subscription, we're trying to get to 350 before the end of the month. So transfer window is coming to an end on Friday. So that's part of our goal. Just like the transfer window, we also want to get to 350. So big up yourself for everybody who's out there joining us, watching. So much news are coming in right now because of all the transfers that needs to be done before midnight. Before midnight, I think British time, and depends on which league you are in. So a lot of deals are going to be going through between today and Friday. So this is exactly what people want. The excitement of the transfer window that is coming to an end. I'm glad it's coming to an end so that we can move on and focus on football. And of course, you guys know about my club. We just finally made a signing. Well, actually, we made two signings. One of them will be back. The other one will stay wherever they are for the foreseeable future. Big up to Laws. He's in the building. Big up yourself. Liverpool bullying homeless Barcelona nowadays. Hey, them people been bullying people for the longest time. You know what I mean? They've been stealing players, creating false narrative to get players to be unsettled. Hey, welcome to the show, Barcelona. That's how it feels like. Big up to Redbird. He's in the building, always supporting the channel. We appreciate you so much, Braden. How you doing? He said, just reported in Italy, Chiesa flying to Liverpool this afternoon. From what I'm hearing, he's already in Liverpool doing his medical. So, good things. I want to hear about you guys. Some of you guys was on the show yesterday. We talked about what you think about Chiesa coming to Liverpool. Some people feel like, he has too much injuries and, he's injury prone and he had a bad injury and he's not as fast as he used to be. But hey, this thing is a low risk, high reward situation. You guys haven't watched him, go watch him again. Yes, last year he played 33 out of 38 league games. That's not somebody who's injury prone. Big up to Hollywood Rockies in the building, of course, giving Chiesa his bienvenuto yourself, Hollywood. Thank you for joining. So I would like to actually big up to Bunkers. He's in the house. Thank you for joining again. We appreciate you guys, man. We miss you guys. We, the people at One ManDem Saying, miss you guys. So, of course, usually when let me share the screen so that people understand that this is not a made-up story and it's happening for reals. We have had a lot of heartaches. And as you can see, when Sky Sports, and they even pinned it, when Sky Sports get that yellow checker or yellow thing, it's legit. So Liverpool agreed a 12.5 million Chiesa deal. You guys understand how good this deal is? Liverpool, a deal with Juventus for Federico Chiesa. The fee is 10 million upfront. That's like literally one of the transfer the money that we just got from one of the kids that went to Strasbourg, and we use that to pay. They want 10 million upfront and then 2.5 million on add-ons based on primarily on first team performances, which they will get. That's probably easy. So basically 12.5 million for Chiesa. Do you guys understand how cheap this guy is? Huh? Do you guys understand what kind of deal Richard Hughes have done? That's an amazing deal, people. Amazing, amazing deal for Liverpool. This is the part where they say they do opportunity things. You could get good players out there. You just have to take your time. Some people might think that's not the player we need, but right now, Salah gets to take a break. He can play across the front three. Redbird is like, here some fans moaning, didn't Virgil suffer from the same injury as Chiesa? Liverpool do. Bro, that's what I've been saying. Virgil, Gomez, Diaz, twice. And this guy does not play like Diaz, so he's not a lateral type of player where you think that, oh, he's going to be going side to side. He's more of a direct player. So the only thing that will probably have slowed down is maybe his pace, because this guy used to be rapid. You know what I mean? So I think that this is a good deal. Just like Alexander saying, no brainer. This is like the Shaqiri deal. And he's much better than Shaqiri. He's actually fitter than Shaqiri when Shaqiri came to Liverpool. Ryan Cherky being linked to Liverpool. Yes, I saw that. What do you guys think about that? When Chiesa was asked about best midfielder, he answered, my man, Steven G. Yep, his injury was 2 years ago. These days, the sports medicine is way far in advance. So it's not 10 years ago when somebody gets those type of injuries and then they're done. So yeah, that's why I'm not too worried. Like I said, low risk, high reward. Big up to Honesty. He's in the building. Spaghetti Mafia is finally coming. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said the Turkey news, yeah, they keep hashing the same thing. But yeah, man, what do you guys think, man? I'm glad that we have signed somebody. From what I'm hearing, I think we got 2 more to go, possibly. A lot of people have been talking about Gomez. I don't know if I think if Gomez leave, for sure, we have to get a center back. But right now, Gomez is still there. So 4 center backs. Nat Phillips possibly might go on loan. So we shall see. The window is not closed yet for Liverpool. Big up to Red Armchair Supporter. Good to see you. He said, Redbird, they will do that about anything. Of course, you know, Liverpool fans lately. I don't know where that came from. Chiesa, you never walk alone at Liverpool. You are welcome with open arms. 10 million, it's a bargain. It's a bargain. And he is 26 years old, turned 27, I think, in October or November. So he is really, 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 really good bargain. Honesty is saying, breaking, according to reports in Uruguay, Darwin will be banned for 5 matches, Uruguay, and he has to pay 20K. So is he banned for national games or club-wise? Because this has to do with the fight that he got himself into during the Copa America, I think was versus Colombia. Yeah, the one that he jumped on stage and, I mean, in the stands, and also he threw a chair. I think they're getting him more for the chair that he threw. So, yeah, let me know if it's okay. So he said only for Uruguay. Now, I'm glad that you brought in Nunes. Something ain't right. You guys might be like, oh, it's just Kwesi's just being Kwesi again. Something ain't right. And I know, and the funny thing is, I started talking about this before the news broke that, you know, Arsenal is trying to get him, or he's not happy and he wants to leave and those stuff. Something ain't right. To me, we need to watch that Nunes thing. Something, maybe he heard the news and he hasn't been happy about it, but something ain't right with Nunes. I'll be glad if they give him one more year. But I think he's not protected like he used to anymore. When Klopp was there, he wasn't protected anymore. And I mean, he was very protected. Now, you know what I mean? So, I mean, if he leaves, get me Isak. You get me Isak, I know for sure we win in the league. Isak and Jota up front, that's goals galore. They will stay fit. With the help of Gakpo, Diaz on the left, Salah and Chiesa on the right, we win in the league. But if Liverpool say we're going to keep him, I'm 100% in favor of that. Keep him and see what Slot can do with him. Big up to Craig. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I know somebody I'm missing. He said, Chris, she get them receipts out. Brethren, my receipts are on public, man. They're trying to get me. That's what they were trying to do. Everyone who was involved in the fight banned only for Uruguay, man. So that's a lot of games because these guys are almost there to qualify for the World Cup. That's going to affect them big time. I don't know if you include friendly matches too. Honesty is like Darwin going nowhere. LFC got no interest in selling him. Yep, that's how the news are coming in. But the other side is also coming hard with people, you know, Arsenal, this and that. But I'm just saying something ain't right. If he stays, I'm happy because I think Slot can do something with him. If not, and Liverpool want to recoup some money and go get somebody else, go get me Isak, and I'm good. With me, he's still a Liverpool player, and I support him 1,000%. Redbird, armchair say, I don't know why some fans support Liverpool because all they do is moan. When we win this, we'll still talk negative. Bro, if you find a reason why, let me know. Big up to Colin. He's in the building. Thank you, Colin. Appreciate you coming through. Yes, sir. Here we go. Big up, big bro. Good to see you. Question, what if Chiesa LFC preparing more departure next season? Well, Alex, I mean, honestly, you know, from what reports are saying that Mo might not sign the new contract. And Chiesa will not be a direct replacement unless this season he does some madness. Then they'll be like, okay, you are the next, right? I think Liverpool have succession plan. I think Chiesa is just a buffer for now, but I think it's time we start looking at. I mean, look what they already started the succession plan for these guys. They went in and get they probably the best young goalie out there. So it's time, man. It's time for the chickens to move out the chicken coop, man. It's time. I know we love our players, but Virgil, Robo, Salah, and my man Allison, I'm gonna cry like a baby when that time comes, bro. The coach already said he will improve Nunes. I want him to improve him. I want him to improve him because if he can improve him with his work rate, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, just enjoy football, bro. I've come up with a new hashtag. Pay attention and appreciate. That's it. When you're watching Liverpool, just pay attention and appreciate. That's all you need to do. Darwin stays, and I will support him 100 as I do with any player wearing our shirt. Facts. Isak or Gaio Carries, all I know, a Swedish striker will help us win the league. I know which Swedish player I want, and that his name is Isak. I'm shameless on that. Bring Isak to Liverpool and we win the league. Because last season, every Talbot thought that CJ was going to Arsenal for Suarez. Hey, why is it that the Arsenal always try to get our players? They copy, man. Talking about flattery, man, imitation. These guys have copied us to a T. To a T. Man, but can you imagine that Arteta gets Nunes and he turns him into a goal machine? Oh my God. All Liverpool fans will have to leave this planet. I think leave this galaxy. Liverpool fans will have to leave this galaxy if somehow Nunes ends up in Arsenal and Arteta turns him into a goal machine. that will be, we all will have to leave this galaxy, because as crazy as their fan base is, whew, and we thought we are unbearable. Yep. Honestly, forward planning is what we need. And that is the thing that Liverpool did not do in the midfield. And they hurt us. For 2 years, our engine was destroyed. So I'm excited that we are starting exactly. See, Chiesa is the backup, not the replacement to Mo. Look at his age. He's just transition player to the next right wing star. Yep. This guy can play across the front three. So if we decide, even if Nunes or Diaz, Jota are not firing, you could put him through the middle. Liverpool reject a bid for Tyler Morton. How much did I thought he was going to Blackburn, or is it Beck? Shout out to everybody watching. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. We see Dustin is in the building. He said, Arteta mind games. What your thought on Chiesa just got here? My basic thought is low risk, high reward. This guy, if you ever see, back in the day when I used to do recording, I used to I did a whole thing about him. And as a matter of fact, a little history for you guys. His dad I think his dad is the first Italian to score at Anfield. Check it. He has a connection with Anfield. Historically, he has a connection with Anfield. So him is basically, like people are saying, he's basically coming home. Big up yourself, Dustin. Thank you for coming. There were people spamming chat all summer telling us that we will sign nobody. Pure misery merchant. Bro, we're going to put the receipts. There's some brethren, people I like the most, who are also going to get it. They got to come out. See, the thing with Liverpool fans is, if we don't get the people we want, they're going to be crying murder. What's his name? Lee Gunnar. Same thing. He doesn't like his manager, so he hates Arsenal, even though he's claimed to be an Arsenal fan. Right? So that's those type of fans Liverpool has. So if we don't get a DM this summer, this transfer window, people are going to be watching every single game and trying to dissect what Gravenberch is doing. And Gravenberch could be balling out, but they're still going to talk nonsense about him. He said, Anthony cost Man U 90 million. We got a real baller. 90 million, that guy, they want to ship him out. There was rumors that they might do a swap deal between Sancho and Sterling. Apparently, they also looking for Tony. It's crazy. Honestly, yep. Arteta mind games, yeah. His mind game sucks. LFC living rent-free in Arsenal heads always. Facts. Said, breaking Liverpool have rejected approach from Bayer Leverkusen for... Yeah, because I think they wanted a loan move. I don't know, maybe live up their terms, because Liverpool want this kid to play, because I think they can see a future with Tyler Morton. And I don't know if they can promise him he could play 50%. That one, I don't know who brought that thing up. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Another one of the day ones. Sideline football is in the building. Good to see you, brother. It's been a long time, man. I hope you're doing well. Family is all good. Good to see you. Yeah, so back to this one. So Tyler Morton, I don't know. I mean, going to Germany, I would rather have him go to Leverkusen than go anywhere else, because he's going to learn something different rather than drop him into the below of the pyramid. I think he will end up there, though. I think he will end up there. There should be more incoming, I hope. I think maybe 2 more. The center back part, it would depend if Joey leaves. If Joey leaves, for sure, we bring in somebody. He said Owen went to Blackburn on loan. Yes, that's the one. Can't wait to see Italian Juice. And guess what? He is eligible to play on Sunday. Anybody, what number do you think he's going to get? I think he's going to get number 14. I am glad about Martin deal, unless they want to sell him. I think they want to put him on loan. I think they want to see because some of these kids are really good. It's just they can't break through the team. So you never know, right? We get some. I mean, Endo is not going to be at Liverpool forever. I have to big up young G Kumas, who is cooking on loan in Stoke. Man, that kid, he looks sharp. He looks sharp. And Pep Linda is doing bits. Yo, Pep Linders, you guys were talking trash. Do you think he didn't know how to coach? He's pay attention. Pay attention, people. Enrico was good. That's Frederico's daddy. Enrico Chiesa. Yeah. He was quick too. Yes, sir. Honestly, Kumas is my guy. Yeah, Kuma, he's looking good, right? That's why they have to go. Otherwise, they sit to Liverpool. They're not going to get a chance to play. I don't rate Richard Hughes like that this window, but I have to commend him on Mashadavili deal and Chiesa. Don't worry, baby step, honestly, baby step. He has one of the best director of football of all times to mentor him. So he will make mistakes. The mistakes are going to keep coming, but I promise you he's going to be very, very good. He knows what he's doing. It's just, you are Liverpool now. Yes, sir. Everybody say 14. I also say 14. Yes, sir. 14. They say 14 or 22. I think he's getting 14. In Juve, he was wearing 7, and I think in Italy he wore 14. And when he was at Fiorentina, he was 14. And guess what? How ironic that we got 2 people who plays the same position who are former Fiorentina players. Yeah. Big up to ManDem. People hit the likes. People hit the likes. People hit the likes. Thank you so much. Yep. Kumas, everybody bigging up Kumas. Where was I? Yeah, right here. For a long time, I've been saying we should go for Enciso and Ferguson from Brighton. Ferguson reminds me of Kane. I don't know what happened. Ferguson, he started off hard and then he kind of dropped off a little bit. I don't know if it's because of the change of style or whatever, but I want to see people are going to be looking at him this year. People are going to be looking at him this year. But with the change of manager, Brighton have changed a little bit of the way they play. He's going to keep cooking. Dustin, why you keep calling Chiesa cheese? It could be his, what's his name? Siri, who keep changing who keep doing the autocorrect. Rebel 100, he said, Tama is alive and kicking. Big up, bro. Yeah, good to see him, man. It's been a long time. Redbird, if I call him cheese, it's my annoying phone. Exactly, autocorrect. What's the name? RB Salzburg are set to complete final detail on loan deal for Stefan Bajcetic. That's another good player that I wanted him to go outside of England. He gets to play Champions League, people. He gets to play Champions League. That's a good thing. This is why I'm happy that most of our players are going to they're going outside, not being put into the same pyramid. Going to these weak teams. I'm glad, especially I wanted Bajcetic to go to Spain, but I would take because he gets a Champions League. He said, "Who has 23 right now?" Who has 23? That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't think 23 is still open. 23 is still open. Oh my notice it does there. Yes, I forgot autocorrect. Yeah, sometimes. Big up. Ted is in the building. Yes, sir. Yep. I prefer shipping. I don't know. CJ too. I'm also kind of worried about CJ. CJ needs to be careful. He let Elliott surpass him. Young Trey is coming. Young Trey is coming, and CJ always has to do with his injuries. And when he gets injured, it takes him a long time for him to recover. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, CJ, you say you want to play number 10, or you happy that we got a new manager? But you got to step up, bro. I'm very worried about him. Big up Redbird. I see the new nice. Yeah. Yes, Lucho used to be number 23, and then he changed to 7. So Um, yeah, I hope we get midfield or center back in the winter. I think this, and this is the power where Liverpool fans needs to chill. When we say as this manager is assessing the squad, there's January window. He's going to see between now and January if he needs something, they will go for it. But right now, we have to get the right players. And yes, a DM is important, but we got Gravenberg playing well right now. So why should we force that issue if we already have some players who's already playing well? So we have to be careful on who we bring in. A center back, I think a center back is it's at the top of the priority right now. A DM and a center back, and maybe in the summer or even in January they will assess the left back. You know, people have been crying about the left back. I don't see anything wrong with the left back, but people seem to tell us that there's something wrong with the leg back. But you know, this is a succession plan. You don't want to do cut and paste like Chelsea's been doing. That's why it's taking them forever to adjust, because they just cutting a whole limb and trying to replace it, and it takes time to adjust. You know what I mean? I thought of 23 because Shaqiri. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I think 14. I agree with the people who pick 14. Bigger. We got K-Mac is in the building. Big Mac, how you doing?
I'm all right. We made a signing.
Yes, sir. We finally. Oh, apparently, yeah, Joe G might stay. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think it's too well.
Yeah,
Crystal Palace might not have sold one of their center backs. I don't know if they're going to sell Gahey when it's very so close to the end of the season. I mean, of the transfer window. So, yeah, I think Joey might stay. But if he do leave, I think Hincape is my favorite. Hincape or Lukeba. We may need two. Yes. Yeah, imagine losing Tip and Gomez the same summer. That would be way too much for me. Yes, sir. Big up to K-Mac is in the building. People showing love. Yes, sir. What do you think about the Chiesa, man?
Well, I'll just talk about the Gomez thing because you just mentioned that.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you look at the Florian Plettenberg tweet, which he did couple of hours ago, if Gomez goes, we're going for Bastoni.
You think it's going to be Bastoni?
We're going for Bastoni, or we're going for Jared Branthwaite. Jared Branthwaite's got a £71 million release clause, in case you didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know that one because they were talking about 90.
£71 million release clause, in case you didn't know. Look, Gomez is our utility guy. Like we're relying on him to be the backup for the backup, basically everywhere.
Everywhere across the back.
Yeah, but Gomez has spoke to his agent, and his agent has basically said to him, like, look, mate, you're an England international now. You were probably the best left back in the country in the Premier League last season. Robbo's come back, and you've just been dumped, like, unfairly, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah.
And he's looking at his options, and he's got every right to be upset because I don't know what Robbo's done to get himself back into the team again, because he hasn't really been good either. Like, you know, it's an interesting one.
Big up to Savage.
I talked about Chiesa, by the way, Savage. I talked about Chiesa, by the way, a while ago.
Yeah, people want to see. They want Rodrigo, man.
They
want Rodrigo.
Could be an option. So I might have got half right.
Yo, big up to Max. Big up to Max.
I was dreaming about Rodrigo. The Chiesa one though, it's just we've been
big up to Rasta Crab.
We've been watching this guy. Big up Rasta. We've been watching this guy for 4 years, by the way.
Yeah,
like, it's not like it's completely come out of the blue. Like, I think what's happened is it's got to a stage where look, no one's really going for this guy. Like, and he's available really cheap, and he's a minimal minimal fuss, like, and we've probably done a bit of research on him and probably found out that he's actually okay with leaving Italy.
Yeah.
So we've just pulled the trigger and jumped in ahead of Barcelona. Barcelona haven't made a bid, by the way, so they can
They
whinge all
never
they
did.
want.
Yeah,
They
Barcelona never
haven't
made a
actually
bid.
made a bid. Like, just because you
Barcelona
like
never made a
someone
bid.
doesn't mean
Yep.
you can go around like kicking off on
They
all the
just
other clubs saying you betrayed us and all of this when you haven't actually done anything.
they
You did it in your
just
mind.
they just was able to register Olmo.
Yeah, and how good's
So
he, mate?
yeah.
How good's he? Like, what did he
By
get?
the
A
way,
goal and
big up to
got a goal and a
Rastacrat.
penalty.
He said you have a major agenda though on Robo. What's happening with that?
I don't have a major agenda. I just don't think he's any good now. Like he hasn't been good for about 2 years. Like, he's going to be a liability for me. Like, feels like he's going to be a liability. It's our weakest point in the team. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that? It's our weakest point in the team is the left back position.
Right now, I don't know. I mean, I need more. I need more because right now everybody seems to be doing well. So I need to see more. Maybe by December I will make up my mind because Robo and Simicast I think will be fine. To me, that's what I think. But yeah, somebody said Barca are more broke than all of us together. What's it? Savage is coming hard on you. He said K-Mac has no time for Robo and Gravenberg.
I've got time for Gravenberch now.
I think it's time. The guy is trying to atone for his sins. You need to be in the front of the classroom and repent for your sins. The man said, "Yep, Gravenberg, I'm sorry, I didn't know."
No, hang on a minute. If players are playing crap under a different manager, and then a coach comes along, because he is a coach, by the way, and he's a bloody good coach. He comes along and he's putting Gravenberch in better positions and telling him to do things which he's more comfortable with.
Yeah.
Then he might just be a good player in the first place. Like, he might have always been a good player. It's just he's been coached badly, or he's been put in formations and systems that don't suit him. But he looks at home.
See, there's a thing.
He looks at home under slot. Like, he just does.
True. But the thing was, people were saying that last season said it could be the instructions, could be the tactics, but some people did not want to give him the time. See, what you say right there makes sense. But last year, people were not saying that. They said, get him out of my club. We were like, no, give the brother some time. This guy said, Chrissy, can I have? Yes, Robert, I got you. I will set you up. Next time you come on the show, it'll be done. I'm still learning how to do that, by the way. Big up. What's Savage saying? Last season, the Gravenberg slander was next level, and now you're fine after 2 games. I smell court case. Be careful, man. Be careful, man. I'm telling you. I'm not going to mention any names, but be careful.
Hey, if he starts playing crap, then I'm back on the grab train. Look, the Gravenberch thing, I don't really want to go into that much detail over it, but the biggest problem with him last season is he just didn't look bothered. Like, he didn't look like he really wanted to put a shift in. He didn't really want to get involved. It was the effort. It just didn't look like he had much. He had any effort, like, in the game. Like, now he's just heavily involved. Like for me, he's been our best player for the first half in both games. And that's
we
quite
are
hard.
struggling.
That's quite hard because we've been garbage in the first two halves of both games. If you just look at the numbers, like, I think we've had 3 shots in the first 2 halves of both our games, and then we've had 19 shots on target in the second halves. Like, it's just like, it's like chalk and cheese, like night and day, like the way we play. But Gravenberch he's been good. He's not been excellent, but he's been good.
He's not been excellent. If he's the best player on the team.
No, he's not the best player on the team in both the games.
Well, he hasn't. I think he should have been getting some He should have been getting some of the man of the match. Redbird, can you give me your entire YouTube name, because I can't find you with the Redbird. But yeah, so right now, what do you think about the Mama Shivili also deal that we did yesterday?
Oh, it's great bit of future proofing. I think what I like about it as well is I like the fact that we got Allison involved in it. Like, it looks like
And
Allison,
I told people that's how Liverpool
some
operate.
involvement in that deal.
Yeah, but people want FSG out and they don't respect how we do business. He recommended the goalkeeper. He was basically I mean, I'm speaking like I was there, but when you listen to what Allison said, he said, I knew this and I was part of the decision makers of picking him. And if you know Georgie's story, is almost identical to Allison's story. Both of them were never looked as they were super goalkeepers, but they worked their way through the trenches and become where they are right now. So I'm very excited about Liverpool's succession plans and where we're going with everything. Rasta Crab said, to be honest, Gravenberg has been good, but we played Brentford and Ipswich. We keep saying, Rasta, we keep saying this. Always is, we just played this. Luton. Remember last year, Luton, we could not beat Luton? And we were playing well at the time. You could only beat the team in front of you. You could only challenge the players that you're playing against. Endo played against City, and you saw how he bossed their midfield. Now people want him out.
I mean, to be fair, Rasta, we drew against Brentford, and that stopped us from winning the league. In one season.
You know what I mean?
We drew away to
Brentford. He said, name one midfielder on either team. Come on, one midfielder. Which midfielder? Which other teams? It doesn't matter. Brentford, people think that Brentford is a joke. You wait. See how trouble those play. Ipswich, yeah, this is the first match. Anything can happen. You know, they are excited. But the brother is playing well. And I'm not going to say just because he played bad against Man U, that means we're going to, that means we need to go buy. Oh, we didn't buy a midfielder.
Brentford beat Palace.
Yeah, Brentford did beat Palace to sleep 4-0. He said Brentford and Ipswich.
Palace again. Ipswich. Look, we beat Ipswich away, which is a tough game, by the way. Like, they hadn't been beaten at home like all season, the season before. So we kind of took their one season home record off them in the first game. And they could have scored 2 goals against Man City, by the way, and they should have had a penalty. By the way, like, that could have been a different game if that had gone differently in the first 20 minutes. Like, they really had to go at Man City. I think Ipswich will be fine this season.
I think they'll be fine. They'll take some growing pains, but
look, at the end of the day, and I'll just I'm a stats guy. We have the highest XG in the Premier League in 0.6. So which means we should have scored 6 goals. Yeah, which is higher than any other team in the Premier League, and we have the lowest XG goals against, which is 0.5 in the Premier League.
I have a quick question for Rasta.
That just tells you everything about what we've been this season. We've been really hard to score against, and we've created a lot of chances that we probably should have scored more goals.
I have a quick question for Rasta. Do you think Man U is better than Brentford right now in the last 2 games?
No.
Or what make Man U midfield way, way better than Brentford is? You saw what Brighton did to Man U. Man U midfield, are they that better than Brentford? I'm just saying. I mean, who? You think Menu is better than Gravenberg? Because he's going to be going against him. Ugarte, who they got, Ugarte, this is his first season in the Premier League.
He's not going to.
And I don't know if he's going to start
at the ground running.
Yeah.
He won't start.
He said Menu is a real, he's a good player. Nobody said he's not. But Menu has not been playing. In the last 2 games they played, he's just been a pedestrian. I mean, you see the Liverpool fans already making fun of him, saying that he got pocketed by Milner.
Yeah, he did.
You see what I mean? And if they go with Casemiro is going to get killed with the athleticism that Liverpool has in the midfield. He's going to be caught lacking. So that's what I'm saying. The thing is, it's not just on Gravenberch. It's also Szoboszlai and McAllister. They also have to step up. If they step up, Gravenberch is going to have a ball because his job is going to be easy. We can assume that Gravenberch has to come out with a man of the match performance before we can say, okay, he is the guy. No, he's not. This is not a tennis, single tennis or golf. The other midfielders around Gravenberch also has to do what? They also have to step up. If they play well, Gravenberch has to play well. He said it's the biggest. True, it is, but let's be honest. We need to beat more than just Manchester United. We couldn't beat Luton last season.
The thing about United is, and Mainu as well is Mainu's a great player, but
very good player.
But you need other players around you in that position. Like you can't be the best midfielder in your team and then have garbage around you. Like you need to have
that's what I think.
More players.
That's what I think.
And they haven't got. They haven't got them. They haven't got them. Like
that's what I think. If McAllister and Szoboszlai, even though people say they have mid games, no, they've been playing well. And if those two step up their game, I promise you, Gravenberch will kill them players because that means Man U midfield also have to step up. It's gonna be a beautiful game. And I mean, yes, it's a tough game because of the rivalry and then the that failed, going to Old Trafford. But if Liverpool plays well, everybody's going to eat. That's why I don't want to put every emphasis, because let's look at it this way. One thing, real quick, okay, Mark, and let's be honest. Salah also hasn't played very well against Manchester United in a long time. Since what? That he had the hat trick at Old Trafford. Wasn't it Old Trafford, right?
Yeah, it's like 2 years.
2 years ago, yeah. Salah also hasn't had any great. He hasn't done well in the last 2 years at Old Trafford either. So we can't just be putting too much pressure on one player because no. Put the pressure on everybody. Diaz last season score a goal and we win, and then he scuffed it over the ball. Nunes fluffing his lines. Jota was not even fit to get there. So this is not just on Gravenberch. If everybody plays well, Gravenberch is also going to have a good time. So we can't just say, oh, Gravenberch, he doesn't need to show anything. The boy just have to play how he's playing. If he plays the way he's playing, you can't tell me that he's not good enough to play that position. And the fact that he and McAllister are building this connection, and with Szoboszlai, with the energy that Szoboszlai is giving them in the number 10 role, I can't wait for that game, man. I am so excited about that game. So, but yeah, go ahead, please, K-Man.
So I think what's going to be really important about this game is the fact that we've now lost the manager, which made that game emotional. And I think the reason why we haven't done well in those games in previous is because it got too emotional. Like we got too involved in this game. Like Slot's not. He's got no skin in that game. Like it's not his style. So he's going to go into that game and just say to them, "Look, this is just another game. This is just another game. Like they're a top 6 team, top 8 team.
Yeah,
like, it's just another game. Don't let it get to you. Like, and I think this is what's going to be different about derbies and things like that now. I think we're going to approach them in a different manner.
It's not going to be emotional anymore.
Our biggest game is Man City and Arsenal. That's just a fact. That's our biggest game, Man City and Arsenal, and that's what's going to matter because we take points off them, we really put ourselves in a position to challenge. If we don't take points off them, then it's a case of every single team's going to need 90 plus points because that's how hard it is to win the league. Like, but
that's the thing. As much as I want to beat
keep it
the
tight. We're going to keep it
yeah.
tight, and we're going to wear them down, and they'll get tired, and then we'll
Mhm.
do them in the second half. Like, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be the same kind of scenario. It'll probably be 0-0 first half, and then we'll probably win like 2-0 again. Like, I
Yeah.
genuinely see a lot of 2-0s this season. I really do.
I just like the defensive part of Liverpool right
Oh,
now.
mate, I
We
love
are
it.
very
Absolutely love it.
we are very, very structured so well. The recovering speed is amazing. Everybody is focused right now. So hopefully we play very well. And if Liverpool step up their game, we win the game. That's all I believe. Liverpool have also inquired on Sickerman. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I know I've been seeing a few highlights of him. He's
He's another right footer. We're not looking at
yeah,
for a
he's
right
another
footer.
right footer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're
He
looking
said
for
we
a left
should beat
footer.
Man United, but I'm cautiously. Well, it's our fiercest rival, so Rasta, it could go anywhere. The thing is, I don't want us to lose. I don't want us to lose, and please don't start with the draws. I do not want to draw at any time. I hope we don't.
We've got this style of playing in the
Mhm.
past, and I mean it's probably been explained a million times, but it's basically attack, like, and you throw everybody against the team. Like, you get as many numbers as you can around the ball, on the ball,
Yeah.
like, and you just kind of just throw everything at them. And even if we score a goal, we'll still try and score a second, score a third. That's
Yeah.
just the way Jurgen did things. That's not what Slot does now. Slot has a system and a structure where even if we lose possession, we don't try and hunt the ball back straight away. We regroup and we make the opposition come at us so we can steal the ball off them. Like, it's just more measured. It's more possession based. It's less chaos. And I've said this for so long last season. Like, I just don't want the emotion and the chaos at Liverpool anymore. We won't win things if we keep on doing it that way.
Play with emotion.
I don't see emotion, and I don't see chaos anymore.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting me.
Yeah. Big up to people in the chat. Big up to the people watching. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you don't know the man, I'm on the panel with myself. You see his channel's name is right below his
it's okay,
picture. So please do go to his channel, subscribe and like. He's always on. He's putting the hard work. But let's divert from Liverpool a little bit. Rumors are Aston Villa wants to make a play for Mr.
Joey
Jackson.
G.
No, they want Joey G, but they also they want to go for Jackson.
Sorry, we meant Joey G. Sorry.
No. Joey G, I think Newcastle. I think right now Newcastle was not Newcastle. Newcastle's looking for somebody else right now. But yeah, what's his name? What do you think about Aston Villa trying to get Jackson? That would be crazy because I'm kind of seeing that. What's his name? Watkins. What he did against Arsenal was criminal. And this is the reason why I kept telling people, temper your, when one player gets an excited season, all of a sudden, we should get him. Solanke went to Spurs and he started to struggle a little bit, and then he gets injured. Watkins had 2 goals that he should have scored. And can you imagine the misses that Watkins did if it was Nunes? It would have been around the clock news. So he said, is Darwin leaving to Arsenal or overseas? I don't think so. I think he's staying this season. Lukaku to Napoli is done. Yeah. So where do you think Osimhen is going, K-Mac?
Chelsea.
You think he's gonna make it Chelsea?
Yeah, I don't think he'll go to Saudi Arabia. Thing about Osimhen though is there's a hell of a lot of disrespect for that guy. Like,
he should have left long time ago.
Like, he's being touted around like he's garbage. Like, he's not garbage. He's a really good player. He's still only 25, by the way.
But the thing is, you see, Osimhen, it was the hype.
Yeah,
He's good.
like,
He's good, but he's not that. They try to make him to like the next Didier, and he's nowhere close to Didier.
but
But he did
Conte
win the
wants rid
league
of him,
for
doesn't he?
Napoli, though.
Conte just wants rid of him. Like,
Yeah, well, Napoli did. They racially abused him, so they decided to leave.
yeah, well, he wants 500 grand, doesn't he? So he's clearly
Yeah,
not going to get that at Chelsea.
no, he's not fine again. Chelsea's trying to cut. That's why Chelsea's trying to sell Sterling. A draw is a draw mostly, but it affects
What
you,
about
man.
what about Sterling potentially going to Man United? Like, that is literally like, do you really want to just like?
And thank you for saying that. This is what I was saying earlier, right? Right, like right now, tell me what Manchester United's plan is. They're getting all these players thinking that it's going to work. Remember, they still have Mason Mount.
Even Chelsea look like they've got a better plan than Man United, which is mad.
Yeah, Chelsea has a lot of money. They're spending all this money getting all these players, and then you'll be like, okay, you score 6 goals against Wolves, but you think you're gonna keep scoring 6 goals against every team? So I don't see. I mean, Sterling going to Man U, I think, is better than Sancho, and Sancho is going to Juve.
Is he going to Juve? Is he going to replace Chiesa?
Okay.
Have you actually wondered why Juventus wanted to get rid of Chiesa?
He didn't want to sign a new contract. You know, this is his final year. He didn't want to sign a new contract, and he didn't like the new manager that came in.
There's also something else. So Chiesa's got a clause in his contract where if he plays a certain amount of games, they have to pay a huge amount of money.
And they don't want to pay?
And they don't want to pay, so they're not playing him. That's the real reason why Chiesa's being forced out of the club.
Well, we thank them for doing that. We will keep him very nicely.
I think it's about 20 million, by the way.
It's crazy. Like, Chelsea, guess how much Chelsea also. If Chelsea forced Sterling out, guess how much money they owe him? 70 million.
70
for the 3 years that he has to play, because he makes over 300 grand a week.
No, but if they sell him, then he doesn't.
Yeah, but the other team, that's the thing. That's why he doesn't want to go, because if he goes, he wants that money. He wants that the next team has to pay him that 300 grand. And if the other team doesn't want to pay him 300 grand, then I'm staying. Just like Bale did with Madrid. Sit on the bench for 650.
But if Man United get rid of Sancho, then they'll take 250 grand wages off him.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
but then you bring in a 350, you bring in a 300. Yeah. So that means,
madness.
He said, "You guys think Tony will go to Chelsea or Hilal?" It's funny because 3 teams are making. I heard Man U is making a play for Tony. Arsenal is thinking about it, and then Chelsea are also thinking about it. I think he's just going to go to Saudi Arabia. I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go. He's.
They won't match Al Hilal's wages, will they?
Yeah, 300 and something grand a week. Yeah, he's going. So, Chelsea and Man U are working on a swap deal. Sancho goes to Chelsea, Sterling goes to Man U, and Man U want Chilwell. So Chilwell will be the bonus. They'll probably get Chilwell for free. Man, this guy was known to be the next best left back in England. What happened to him, man?
He went to Chelsea.
Facts.
Didn't he come from Leicester? Wasn't he a Leicester?
He went from Leicester, yeah. He was flying at
Leicester. A lot of Leicester signings that went to Chelsea flopped. Like, obviously Kante didn't, but a lot of the others did.
This is very true. Thank you.
Drink water. Do you have a drink water?
Oh my God. Man U and Chelsea, no structure, no plan. That's so true. Rashford and Sterling, that's pensioners. Rashford is struggling right now. If I was Rashford, I would go to Spurs. I even go to
PSG. PSG have looked at him.
He doesn't want to go. He wants to stay home. He doesn't want to go.
That's because he's on 350 grand a week.
Yeah.
And this is the thing about it as well. I want to put this out here as well. look what money does to players.
Mm-hmm.
Look what money does to some of these. Look at the players we're talking about. Like, they won't leave the club. They're happy to just sit there because they're on mad money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the reason why we don't have a wage structure like this. It's the reason why we keep our players on reasonable wages compared to most other clubs, because we don't want attitudes. We don't want guys who we need to get rid of, who are on 350 grand a week. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just makes sense. Like, we ran the right way. Like, Trent's going to go up onto that eventually, but
Oh no, Trent is gonna get paid.
yeah, he'll
He
get paid
earns it.
350 grand probably.
I think he
Maybe-
probably
maybe-
get. He's at what? He's at close to 200. I think he'll get as close to
180.
300 as possible.
He's on 190, I think he's on now.
Yeah, I think he'll get close to maybe 250, 280.
Yeah,
if he decides to stay.
I think him and Verge will probably go
Yeah,
up together. Interesting.
but Mo, I don't think Mo will be staying. They said Napoli,
Yeah,
McTominay. I think McTominay is going to cook in Napoli, no? Because I think what's his name? What's his name? What's his Conte? Yeah, I like him. Conte. That's those type of players he likes. You don't have to be just crash the box late. You don't need no fancy tricks. Just do the basic stuff. So I think he will thrive over there. PSG still owns Mbappe 55 million. Man, these teams owe so much money, man. People, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button while you are entering and while you are watching. We appreciate you so much for you being here. Happy hump day for everybody. Yeah, nobody wants Tony. Tony is the noise that he brings in, man. He's a cool guy, but the gambling didn't help. Like right now, Tony, if what's that guy's name? The guy at Spurs, their midfielder. If Busuma. If Busuma leaves right now, I promise you, top clubs are not going to touch him. Those little things count. These days, these clubs are paying you a lot of money. They don't want to hear all that sideshow that you're doing. Whatever you're doing, keep it quiet. Sterling is the most protected. He's hustle, yeah. What did we protected? I've seen. No, he's good. He's gone through some bad things and he has made some bad decisions. Sterling's his persona is not friendly. He's not a warm and fuzzy person. That's why people don't like him. He has, from what I heard, he's a very respectful guy. He has attitude problem, anger problem, that is. I mean, look what he did to Gomez at the camp. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think I think Sterling should just I think what would probably help him is if he went and played abroad.
Who, Trent? Or Sterling?
Sterling.
If I was Sterling, I would look at PSG, man.
Go and play abroad, mate.
I'll go to Germany because he still has his pace. He still has his pace. The game will be slower on that area for him. Yeah. He just have to be efficient. Yeah, he said give Trent $290 per week, the rest on bonus. Remember, Mo earns more. Yep, that's true. That guy makes a lot of money, plus all the other marketing that they do for Liverpool, so the image rights and stuff like that. He has a gun and he's
yeah, that was a bit daft.
Yeah.
Think about it as well as like these players that are available, like everyone's like raving about them, like saying, "Oh, they'll be amazing" and this and that. Nobody wants them. Like they're still at their clubs. Like they're still available for transfer, and nobody's buying them. There must be a reason why.
I think we have a breaking news. I don't know how much you guys believe in this. It's not a Liverpool breaking news, so
it's on Nunes to Arsenal, is it?
So breaking, through Sai TV and Fabrice Hawkins. I don't know how good Fabrice is, but he said agreement between Manchester United and Juventus for Jadon Sancho, loan plus obligation to buy. The player keen to the move. That's what we just said earlier. So it seems like it might happen. It might happen that somebody, I think, was it you, K-Mac, was it you who said he's going to be swapping for Kia? He's going to be Kiesa's replacement?
Yeah, probably.
But I think he would do well at Juve. I think he would do well. Big up to Trigger TV. Sense. Big up, big up.
Makes sense.
I think he'll do well. Italy, the game is not as fast as England. It's more like Germany,
Yeah, so Manchester United and Juventus for Jadon Sancho loan and obligation to buy. The players keen on the move. This was 3 minutes ago. Have you just brought that up? Have you?
So yeah, it seems like he's yep. Well, if that happens, then the Sterling thing is not so far off. Sterling should follow Balotelli and go to France or go to Marseille. I think what's his name? De Zerbi can use Sterling. But yeah, this I think Sterling might end up in Man U because Man U still need one more player up front if they're losing Sancho, unless they're planning to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. You're moving slow on your.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, my mic's working.
Your mic is working, but you can't hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, people in the chat, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so Newcastle now exploring a deal to sign Mohamed Simakan until deadline day. Barcelona and Liverpool have also inquired about him. There's also concrete interest from Saudi Arabia. He's 24 years old, versatile defender, only with suitable offers. Yeah, Leipzig. Oh, he frozen. Yeah, he just dropped off. Yeah, man. So I don't know if he'll be back, but big up to people in the chat. Thank you so much for joining today. He's gonna reconnect. There we go. Okay. Can you hear me now?
On here.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, man. So yeah, he can. We're almost done anyway. So anything in the chat, people in the chat, anything you guys want to bring up before we get out of here? Thank you so much for rocking with me. It's hump day. Could have done anywhere. Please enjoy your week. The weekend is almost here. That means football for us. Yeah, Man U versus Liverpool, that is going to be a cracker. So early in the season like that is going to be a cracker. So, so we need another signing. I agree with you, man. Either center back or midfielder, center back or midfielder or something. Bear fans are saying Darwin is gone because we got Kies. No, they forgot that we lost an attacker already. So Doak is going on loan. So I don't know who brought this. The Athletic, the arrival of Federico Chiesa from Juventus won't lead to any senior attackers leaving. Period. Slot plan is have 6 frontline attackers, some serious firepower. Yep. Yeah. Liverpool right now attack is ferocious right now. Ferocious. And we hit you with a counter attack. I'm hoping that he'll be ready. Well, he will have training tomorrow, training on Friday, training on Saturday. Possibly he might be in the squad for Sunday. He might be in the squad for Sunday. But this thing with Nunes going to Arsenal, I don't think it's gonna happen. Big up to Uncle Albert. Good to see you. Glad that you made it back safe. I don't think, I still don't think he's leaving this year. But like I said, I am a little bit Nunes and Curtis. I'm very, very concerned with those two right now. I don't know. I don't know what, but I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable for them. So whatever they're doing, they need to play hard and stay fit. It's a 2 men for each position we set. Yep. Up front, we got 2 men for each position. Midfield, we got 2 men for each position. Curtis needs to be careful because young Trey, as much as Trey is too young, still he's gonna have a lot of say. He's gonna have a lot of say. Yeah, that is Twitter talk. He said Nunes to Arsenal won't happen now. I wish it this guy. But the question is, again, I'm gonna say this. Can you imagine if Arteta gets Nunes and turns him into a goal machine? Liverpool fans will have to leave this Milky Way and go to a different galaxy because Arsenal fans will be, oh my Lord. Yeah. I'm just saying. So be careful what you wish for. If we're going to sell him abroad. Don't give him to your rival fans. But like I said, Curtis and Nunes, I'm feeling a little uneasy for them. But I think, yep, I agree with that. Darwin is okay. I think he's going to be fine. He just got to adjust to the new style of play. You know, we are not doing chaos anymore. So he's our chaos merchant. And if we're not playing chaos football, which works best for us, because when we roll down to Old Trafford, we can't play the atmosphere anymore. We can't play emotions anymore. We have to be tactical. We have to be focused and ball out. If we ball out, it's going to be a whole different case. He said, we bought Ox and hope he will be a star. What happened? He got injured. He got injured, man. That injury, he never recovered for the injury. And I think also we made him too comfortable. You know, clubs say we wait for him. We waited for him. He never came back the same. And I think he was way too comfortable. He was not worried that he was going to lose his position. That's why he never came back, you know, at least closer to where he was. Wolf, Jota, Jimenez, Traore, no one said Jota. He was the guy. Brentford, Tony, Wissa, and Buemo are better. And stat shows that Brentford do worse when Buemo is not in the team compared to when Tony is not the team. Imagine Darwin wins Arsenal the Prem. LFC fans will have to go on an island? No. We will have to leave the galaxy. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Santiago giving a rejected Forest. True. Just saw that. That's wild, bro. We knew he was injury prone. He wasn't worried because he was 160 a week. Who was injury prone? Yeah, man. So, breaking news. Sancho to Juventus. Yeah. Yeah, I see the Arsenal Fabrizio on the oh. I'm saying Liverpool. I think we're gonna pull on between today and Friday. I think some surprises might happen, man. I think something might surprise people. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Even if you hate the show, hit the like button. It's okay. Yeah, Ox. Yeah, we knew he was injury prone, but we tried. But his injury was injury prone on muscular injuries. The injury that he had was not a muscular injury. That was a contact injury. He busted his knee wide open. He busted his whole knee up. I don't know if you forgot. I don't know if you choose to believe, you know, you choose who you call injury prone or not. But you forgetting that Champions League against Roma, he busted his knee and he never recovered from that. So we can't just say it was injury prone. It wasn't that, oh, he pulled a muscle. Oh, you know, he's like the Sturridge situation. Nah, he's big up to Mark. Hey, he's in the building. Long time no see, Mark. Good to see you. Glad that you're doing well. There's definitely another signing coming. Yes, sir. Liverpool remain keen on signing a midfielder, but will not rush into bringing someone. It's an opportunity window for LFC. Facts. Big up, Mark. Yes, sir. You remember. Max is in the building. She got a feeling Liverpool gonna get Guimaraes. That would be crazy. He was cooking before the injury, man. Yeah, man. I was so sad, man. I was so sad. Big up to Uncle. We got Triggers in the building. Yes, sir. People, hit the like button. Hit the like button. So I'm thinking of having a show maybe Friday or Thursday, depending. I want us to have a conversation. Maybe if by then we haven't signed anybody, maybe do the final couple of hours towards the transfer window. So anybody who wants to join me, please let me know. Hit me on X and I'll have you on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's all love. Thank you guys, man. The community. Thank you. Always showing me love, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys rocking with me. I appreciate you guys. He said, well, Liverpool won't go for stopgaps like Endo. Yeah, that one I think is gonna stop. Chiesa is not a stopgap. Yeah. If there's, I think, thank you so much, Max. Appreciate you. Always supporting the channel. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, man. There's Nunes thing. I don't think Nunes thing he has to be worried this transfer window, but January and next summer, if he hasn't started firing, there will be something to talk about. He said a final player is coming in. Watch out for Timber. I know he's been your player all summer. Maybe Slot is also like Klopp. He doesn't like to bring his old players. Because at least his center back, I thought his center back will be coming in. But anyway, man, big up to ManDem in the channel. Big up to people in the chat. Have a great week. The rest of your week, enjoy it. Stay safe, stay blessed. Quasi Bold. Hey.